Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll go to the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play,
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. A completion, but not enough for the first down, and the offense is ready to punt.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Buys a little extra time. Rolling right and going deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad. And
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Burgess. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Ripping through the defense. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Texas A&M going up tempo.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Looking to throw, it's Burgess. Takes the easy completion. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that 1st.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. RPO complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looking to pass. It's Burgess. Moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. That's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Burgess. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again.
They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Hard running there. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. He's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Under fire. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Scanning the field, it's Burgess. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Catch in the middle. It's Messer. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And we are officially essentially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Texas A&M, 0.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 32-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3.
Let's go! Let's go!
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocated. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll go to the air on third and short. It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here we go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. First down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Power football with the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll test the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The play action fake. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Burgess. It's complete to the right. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires left. Makes a connection. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play.
He's got it inside the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll move the tight end. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Gives it on the option. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Sends it back in motion. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Going over the top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Here we go, sack.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got to wait. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Powers through the defender. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the dub.